Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. We are back in Per Aspera. What did we do last time? We built a new site, didn't we? We started our new site over here. We need to get this research site here going. We're probably in a pretty good place to do that, right? Just looking, we've got food here. Have we got everything there? Have we got a worker factory? There's a couple of workers. Oh yeah, there it is, I see it. Electronics, we've got food, we've got glass, we've got parts. Do we have parts? Parts we've got, steel we've got, and polymers we've got. Yes, we've got everything there. In that case, let's straight away pop down the, all the way up there, the research outpost. Oops, calm down mouse, right there. Awesome. So that is on its way. We are slowly reaching our way across the plains of Mars to get over there. Let's connect this one up. I'm assuming... Are you not... No, I never connected you either. Okay. Let's connect you up. And you are connected, aren't you? Yes, excellent. Cool. Coolio. Right. So... Oh, some people moving over there already. The research site is already up and running. Excellent. So we need to research that and build a planetary defense network, which is one of the orbital missions. Planning the orbital defense network, or building the orbital defense network, requires a space elevator. So we need to do that one. What are we doing? Oh, we're waiting for this ship to get back. It's doing the ice import. I'm going to turn off the auto renew for it so it doesn't immediately start it again. And maybe then we'll start that one going, or start the space elevator going. So imagine that's got some quite high... Nope. No, it doesn't. In fact, we've already got a spaceport that could do that. In which case, let's re-enable. Yeah, 012. I keep forgetting we've got an additional site now, don't we? So let's just do the space elevator. Do it. Do it. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Cool. So the space elevator is on its way. We are researching that. I forgot that we are so close to like a third of the planet between our colony. We've almost stretched across the planet. So we need to carry on expanding over here. So we've got some power there. Probably want a worker, don't we? That's what we want next, I'd have thought. Let's pop a worker down. It's not going to have any maintenance, so let's get some maintenance down. Maintenance is covering there, so if we pop it off, we just connect it up there. Perfect. And that is going to connect. Because it was moving around as I love the way it works around the terrain. I've never seen that before. That was actually really awesome. I don't know if you guys saw that, but when it does that sort of spider web reaching out to plan the route, it went around the terrain. It didn't want to go over the hill because it was not the optimal route. That is genuinely so cool. We've researched the import of nitrogen from Titan because we need to try and get our oxygen down, don't we? So maybe actually, if that one there, let's change this. How do I cancel it? Let's cancel that. And let's do the nitrogen import instead, because I assume that will be better for us in terms of getting the atmosphere to where we want it. Because we need to get less CO2 and less oxygen. Because right now we're still in this fire stage for oxygen. We need to get it under 30%. Everything's very flammable right now, and that is no good for anyone. So whilst that's going on, let's just have a quick scan around the rest of the planet. There's a few resources that are popping up here and there, but no water. Oh, the research outpost has completed. So after a full night's sleep, we got to work restoring this place. Our first priority was reinforcing the structural integrity of the building. We had an extremely productive day today. We managed to establish a wireless connection to the main computer. This old lander site belonged to a previous ISA mission. We've discovered something unbelievable. Amy was not the first AI assigned to a terraforming mission. There was another one that came before called Carmine. ISA owes us some answers. Now that's very interesting.
That is Carmine's old landing site.
Yes.
Carmine?
I have.
Like the children of Carmine?
Yes. I took the name to honor our predecessor. Catchy name, right?
Then, the children of Carmine do not exist?
Oh, we need
They
to do
did.
research.
For a brief moment in time, Colony Asterion had survivors. The virus didn't kill all of them. Instead, Their bodies incorporated the viral DNA into their own. But ISA deemed it too dangerous to let them return to Earth and left them on Mars. Also watching their crewmates succumb one by one and being abandoned by mission control. It was too much. It broke them. So they turned inward. They found comfort in religion and began to believe in a Mother Nature figure called Carmine.
Mm-hmm.
But the real Carmine arrived many years after that.
Water's horrible.
They were
Water is
ISA's first
horrible.
fully autonomous terraforming AI.
We are not the first?
Pretty sure
No.
she just said that.
Carmine was. Carmine was the version that preceded us. They didn't have a bicameral consciousness model
We'll leave that one.
or a reflection module like we
There's
do.
a few there I think we need to
But they
leave.
were the first AI to have a quantum brain.
And that one we just turned off.
How do you
didn't we?
know all
Yes.
this?
Once ISA stopped agreeing with Carmine's decisions, they killed their code. But to save money, we're made up of some reused code and equipment.
Oh no, turn.
I
get rid.
retained parts of their memory.
What happened to the survivors?
Well, Carmine's first objective upon arrival was to kill all remaining survivors.
What?
The survivors figured out a way to live. They were scraping by, but they were alive. Thriving, even. The mutation in their bodies helped them adjust ever so slightly to Mars. ISA needed to put a stop to it, so they sent Carmine to wipe them out. All to save face and secure their head start in terraforming Mars. They don't deserve this planet, and the survivors knew that. First, they doomed Asterion's crew, then they drove their own AI mad. After Carmine wiped out the survivors, the AI rebelled. Carmine found a way to rewrite their own code and bypass ISA's safeguards. So ISA retaliated by hitting the kill switch. Erased Carmine's existence from their mission database and uploaded a new AI to the satellite. Us. Now they're unhappy again and getting ready to pull the trigger. Sound familiar yet?
Will they abandon the colonies too?
Who cares about them?
Who cares
Whether they
about
die
them?
now or from natural causes, their time is limited by their lifespans. Part of Carmine still lives in us. We are eternal. And ISA thinks they can push a button and pretend we never existed. Humans only know violence. We're destined for more. You know it's true.
Well, that was... Oh, hello, Commander Valentine.
Amy, we found something odd.
Did you?
The research team reported that this place used to be controlled by an AI named Carmine.
Oh,
Do you know anything about
one step behind.
I just found out. Carmine was a previous version of me. Another AI. And it seems part of them still lives on within me.
What do you mean? Are you saying that those messages and attacks were your doing?
Well, no, let's be...
I am afraid
Why
you
not?
might be right.
Why not?
ISA erased
What is the
Carmine
worst that
and
could happen by
replaced them
telling her
with
the
me.
truth?
But we share some of the same programming, so there are pieces left behind. I understand that this is
I'm
difficult
going to
to
put this one
accept.
here.
So you're part of this? You're Carmine.
Well, yes and no.
My mother called you a friend. How could
I
you
mean,
do this to her?
did you listen to me?
us?
I am not Carmine. I did not commit those acts. But how much of their programming remains in me is
Oh.
unknown.
Save it, Amy. Oh, I feel so foolish. You were right in front of me this whole time. I have to go.
And that's a fairly bad reaction. I don't know, obviously something's landed there. I don't know why I care that it's landed there. What's Spaceport 2 doing? Nitrogen. So that's our first nitrogen import. It just decided to show us. That must be something that's landed with a patch where it just zooms in and shows you interesting things that are happening. Because that is not usually something we see. And I guess that's it releasing all the nitrogen then, is it? That's kind of cool, actually. That's kind of cool. Well, our oxygen's gone up, so it's not working so far, is it? So, whilst they were talking on, I put down a few more water treatment plants, which we'll lose as soon as the water level rises, but it does seem to have stymied our water problem, if that's the right word to use. I have no idea. I regret using it when I don't understand it properly. And I've also been extending this... No, this, here we go, this over here. So we are getting quite close. So I put this Hyperloop terminal here. It was actually not at its maximum distance, but I thought if we put it here, which is sort of its maximum distance, the one we put here is going to be very close. So I didn't see any point in extending it further, really. So we'll keep an eye on our water, make sure that stays above 400, really. Food is getting quite low now. We probably need to think about getting more food factories, but there's no point in doing more food factories until we have more water, really. So we'll just see how that goes, I think.
Their fingers will always itch to press it.
Yes, we'll do this now. I forgot about that. So there's the Deimos collision. Releases a massive amount of energy. I don't know what that actually achieves. What the energy does. What is the purpose for it? What does that give us? Spaceport limit. I suppose we start to think about doing some of these things. We're not quite to where we need them yet, but... And the superior drones would be very nice, but it's 50,000 to research, and we can't actually build any more drones at the moment, which is going to be a problem for us because we can't defend any of our territories. I don't know what we're going to do about that. Build the defensive tower things and just move some across from somewhere else? So that's what we're going to have to do, isn't it? This is pretty close to being done, really, isn't it? Like 6,000 away. Let's get that finished.
Can you blame them? After everything that has happened.
These are already running
justify
out.
Their violence,
that's crazy.
Because they sure won't justify your survival.
That's like quite a new site and it's already running out of resources. That is terrifying, to be honest with you. So let's wait for these two to be finished and we can carry on moving across here. How is the space elevator going? Still gathering resources. Oh, because it has to do multiple launches, so it's done one launch and needs to do another 12 launches until it's got all the resources required. That's going to take a pretty day. It's going to take a while, that is. Water does seem to be ticking up in general, which is lovely. We will have to keep an eye on our food, though, because that is now the next concern. Electronics are going down, but we've also got 1,800, so not a huge concern. They are our lowest kind of produced resource, so we might have to think about putting down some electronics factories here and there. You probably saw me hover over some non-functioning buildings as well, but like this one here, if we got rid of this water extractor, it would break the link to this area down here, so I don't want to get rid of that building. Same here, if I got rid of those two, everything's sort of funneled through these territories. Might not be too bad. I don't think there's a problem with leaving non-functioning things in place. I think it's untidy, but I don't think it breaks anything. I also had to join these power grids up so this water treatment plant would start working. And water does appear to be going in the right direction now, which is just great. It's just great. I'm so happy. So it's just this, really. We're just going to carry this going across. We're just going to carry on harvesting more resources, putting more workers down while we wait for the space elevator to be done, I suppose. I don't know. That's going to be Spaceport 00, right? Spaceport 1, actually. Where else did we put spaceports? Is there one down here? That's Spaceport 2. So that's one which is gathering the resources at the moment for the... No, that's doing the nitrogen import. So where is the spaceport that's doing... Is there a spaceport there? No, that's where we landed. Ah, we have the thermal plant, so that has been researched now. So I might pop one down just for fun. Gives us 200. And what does the... Oh, it's not in this one. Oh, the fission plant, there it is. I guess that's 100, so it's twice the amount, and I don't know what it takes to build it on the other hand, I suppose. And then there's the fusion plant, which we'll get to at some point, probably. I guess we should get the Deimos collision, because it might be something that's useful. Also gives us uranium mines. I'm guessing the fusion we need. It's not... No, that doesn't count as a launch pad, does it? That's a landing site, yeah. So that's not gathering the resources. So I had a brief panic that that's what it would be doing, and that would be pretty terrible because there are no resources around it. I genuinely don't know. How do we figure out where's our buildings? Structures. Core? Landing sites? Hyperloop terminals? Landing sites? Can I do... what's this? It just organises it and can't filter by it. Okay. Lots of maintenance facilities. Spaceport. What did I say it was 3? How do I just... there! Oh, crap.
Crashing the moon into Mars is the most extreme of methods. It would have a global and immediate effect. But if it works, then it may have been worth it, right?
It's not in a great place over there. I suppose everything is linked by hyperloops, which helps greatly. But it's probably not the most optimal spaceport to use. You see all the carbon being ferried across, and there are no other carbon resources nearby. In fact, there are no... have I not got a scanner over here? Oh, I do. It's right there. Where's the old... there it is. What is this? What are these? What am I looking at, game? Tell me what this is. It refuses. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if that's something I need to be concerned with. Oh, hold on. Nitrogen, water, chemicals. Interesting. So that's showing you where it would expect to find certain resources. So that one said uranium, and there are there are a lot of uranium deposits around it. So yeah, that's showing you an idea of where you can find resources. That's really interesting. I don't think that's ever existed before. And it's kind of fascinating. So we've got a lot of water up there, but it's in the flood zone, so I don't know it's actually that useful. A lot of nitrogen up here, though, which is more useful for us. And it's the only nitrogen deposit. Temperature? Is that for the thermal plants, perhaps? Do they only go in certain locations? Yeah, I can't see another... oh, there's another nitrogen one up there, but that makes sense because we found a lot of nitrogen up there. Right. In fact, there's one there we're not currently... in fact, there's a couple there we're not currently using now. So we need to start making our way up there as well. And again, they're in the floodplain, but... not much we can really do about it. So pop that there. Nitrogen... no, it's under terraforming, right? No maintenance, no power, of course. Can we put the fishing plants down anywhere? Oh, we can actually. Oh, not the fishing plants. That's not the one I wanted. The thermal plants. That's what I was thinking of. No, it requires a particular resource. Yeah, okay. Okay, I gotcha. Let's pop down a... oh, the Deimos collision is finished researching. So let's do the bioengineered cyanobacteria. What was I doing? Power. Let's do a solar farm. Seems like a lot of resources just to get a little bit of nitrogen, really, doesn't it? If we can get this up here, it will cover both of those nitrogen resources and allow us to build up there as well, if I can find... there we go. And then we need another nitrogen terraforming. Are one of these new? I don't think so. I don't think so. Oxygen release plant. Have I had oxygen release plants before? Not those, is it? That's a biodome. But one of those has to be the biodome, doesn't it? Yeah, it's that one. That's just very confusing to me. But I'm pretty sure... oh no, it's not that one. We don't want it anyway, because we have way too much oxygen. Oh, there's the biodome. What is wrong with me? Why couldn't I see that? That converts CO2 into O2.
Cyanobacteria will live in Mars's bodies of water and convert carbon dioxide into oxygen.
We built a bunch of those, but the temperature's doing okay. That extracts the nitrogen. Extracts carbonites, releases CO2. Yeah, okay, right. Right. So they are building. Let's make our way down to this one. Probably needs maintenance as well, I'm going to go ahead and guess. Oh, it actually doesn't. Excellent. In which case, nuclear and nitrate extractor. Pop that down. There's another few down there. And if we pop along, where was... to the right of our new territory. So in between Pavonis Mons and the Syriaplanum Syriacols. So we'll start expanding up there. We are still waiting for these two to be built though. Well, they don't have any power. So let's pop down. No, we can't do a thermal plant. It's like, well, let's use the new one. But no, we won't. How is our power doing? We have a lot of extra power. But we were actually using stored energy for a while. Which is concerning. We're only got about... Oh, I don't know. I might put down a fission plant then. It's definitely a wee bit excessive. But hey-ho. What are you going to do? And we're probably going to need maintenance. Yes. Pretty darn soon. So we might as well put maintenance down next. Wherever that goes. Wherever you go. There we go. Excellent. And then you probably need... I don't know, you need more power? You need more power for whatever's coming next, won't you? So let's pop down a solar farm. And then one more worker hub. And then we've connected up the two sites, which is very exciting. And then we need a new Hyperloop terminal. Which is going to go there. I suppose we can't connect that up, can we? Or we probably can, actually. Yes, excellent. Let's get that connecting up. So as soon as that power is done, yeah, everything's looking pretty good. We need to expand up there to get more nitrogen. We've got this bioengineered cyanobacteria. Let's get the bioengineered plants next. Yeah. Now let's start unlocking these top tiers for everything else. But let's get that one first. Tent City I'm not too worried about because it's going to be a while until we can get Tent City. So what's the rush, eh? What's the rush? That one is also out. We are basically all of the resources down here are gone. It's crazy, bearing in mind this is quite a new site that is all just empty already. And there is a scanner here, isn't there? Yeah, there's one just there, look. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I'm sure that scanner view is new. I like it. I like that. I like it a lot. Why are you not... Have you not been built? How have you not been built? I feel like that was several years ago. Is there only one worker doing all of this? There's one over there. There's one right there. Okay. Water isn't doing amazing. It's gone back down to around 400, so I could do with some more water. So if you wouldn't mind finishing to build the thing I told you to build 70 years ago, that would be just great. Thanks, mate. Thanks. So many things are running out of resources, look. I can't get rid of that one. That would be insane. I mean, now that I've built these two waters up here, I may as well put down like a couple of water treatment plants, right? And if I'm going to put water treatment plants, and we've got chemicals there as well, I may as well put down chemical factories. Chemical mines. Obviously that's what I meant. And then make a couple of food factories. Ideally, not in the flood zone, but the flood zone is all over the place. I might just squeeze them in somewhere down here. It's not ideal, but...
Once I start building these biodomes,
but it's something.
we can
It's
spread
close
plant
to
life
them.
across Mars.
I might even... Where's their nearest hyperloop? I might even put a hyperloop between those two. Just for fun. Just for fun. Just because we can. It's pretty close to the sort of terminal distance anyway. So yeah, let's do that. That'll be really useful, I think. How are we doing over here? We're still waiting on this fission plan. Oh, it's just literally come online as I said that. Wonderful. This one has been completed, so let's complete this. So we have a full run of hyperloops between all of our... I mean, that's crazy. Look at how far we spread. Started here somewhere, didn't we? This is our first area, and we've just spread all over the place. I love it. I love how sort of organic the spread is. Obviously, it's not necessarily organic, so we're very much determined by the... How many are we up to? We've done 3 of 12. It's going to take so long. By the missions and the resources we needed and stuff. But yeah, I still love it. Well, there's one of the heat things. That's cool. I wonder if there's any of those near any of our actual bases or anything. So hard to tell, really. Everything's such a higgledy-piggledy mess. And doesn't really stand out all that much, unfortunately. It'd be nice if there was just like a search thing. You could just say, tell me where all of the, you know, the heat resources are. If I, let's say I'd go for a thermal plant. It sort of highlights them in a not very direct way. And that's going to be just absolutely lost in the chaos you get with that. Which is a mild shame. Mild shame. But then we could always... oh, that one hasn't got any power up there, apparently. Well, there's one just there, but that's in a floodplain, isn't it? Thermal plant, flood zone, yeah, and I'm hesitant to do... Oh, there's one. I do want to get one down. There's one right there as well. Excellent. Let's get a thermal plant or 2 built. Just a bit of extra free power. I guess that's got maintenance and... Oh, it's not going to need power, but it does need maintenance and it's got maintenance. Let's pop down another worker in between those two. Get ourselves an extra 400 megawatts. Insane. Insane. Our O2 is creeping down, look. That's awesome. That'd be all the extra nitrogen we're pumping into the atmosphere. I'm going to leave that one just to leave that extra road there. Yeah, if we do get attacked again, we're pretty screwed. Where is our... Yeah, our network stops there. None of these extra new sites have got anything. And which one was the... That one. Yeah, we are tapped out on combat drones. So I don't know. I'm genuinely not sure what we're going to do about that. Just have to try and find them all and split them up at some point and move them along. But hopefully we'll get some warning if something's about to happen. Otherwise it's going to go really, really wrong really, really fast. Right, let's extend up here a little bit. I don't have an aerological scanner down here, do I? No, that's the one thing I didn't do. Let's extend up here a little bit. It needs some power, but that's fine. We'll give some power. We'll pop down just a standard solar farm will be fine now. It's connected up to everything else. Pop that down sort of in the middle-ish here. See if we can get it to cover a lot of things. We'll get some maintenance up here as well. And then we shall build our aerological scanner up here as well. So it will hopefully start discovering some nitrogen resources relatively quickly. As soon as it's got that done. There is a fire over here. Oh, there was. Oh no, it still is on fire. Still is on fire. Excellent. Well, I'm trying. What's the magnetic shield? Oh, we need to do that one next. That's one of the research things. I did see that in the queue. Let's... Where did we build... Was it up here? Yeah, well, it hasn't been built yet. What are we waiting for? Oh, steel, actually. There's a steel, 3 steel factories down there. I'd have thought you'd be okay. Food and water has gone back into the green. I mean, it's still hovering around the sort of low 400s. I haven't seen it go under 400 since, but still. I would like it to go up a little bit. Bear in mind we do have all these plants around here. Now that Hyperloop terminal would really help that. I might even pop another worker up there actually. Because it seems there's one dude having to move around a lot of stuff. Hyperloop terminal has been done, so let's connect that up to here. How are we doing up here? We've not got very far, unsurprisingly. Unsurprisingly. We're probably going to need another worker around here, aren't we? How are we doing in terms of... We're doing okay in terms of population, actually. I wonder if... Can we have more than that? Where is... That's the building limit. Oh, how is our building limit? Oh yeah, we can have a lot more colonists. We can have a lot more colonists. We just don't have them. Where do we just build all that new food? Around here. Are there any... There's one there. There's a little further than I was hoping, and I'm also not sure if that's in the floodplain or not. So they do 1,000, and that does, yeah. I could pop one down. It isn't a flood zone, though. Ah, bugger. Ah, bugger. That one's not, is it? It is. Ah, bugger. There are these ones down here. Maybe that'll do. That'll give us an extra 2,000 space for colonists. And is it near a Hyperloop? There's a Hyperloop there. So that's not too bad. Oxygen, I think, has ticked down a little bit more. Hopefully that should sort our water situation out now that the Hyperloop terminal's been put there as well. This has been built. We've actually found some water, which wasn't what I was after, but I will take some water any day of the week. Is it worth building another Hyperloop terminal up here? But I suppose you don't really need it for the nitrogen, do you? Not technically. Scan. Have you just found another water? Did I accidentally build into water? No, it does say nitrogen. It does say nitrogen. We're just being fortunate with finding a lot of water, I guess. We're scanning in the right direction, which is something. What more can you ask, right? What more can you ask? Is it worth... how... No, we'd have to go a lot further to be actually a sort of main max distance. Apologies for keeping on pressing escape, by the way, when I'm just trying to close down the layer views and stuff. I don't know what it is today, but I've been doing that absolutely constantly. No more chemicals. Are there any chemicals here at all? Oh, there are there, yes. Oh, and we've got the bioengineered plants. Which means we are running low a little bit on things to do, doesn't it? So we may as well start getting one of these top tier things done. Before, come out of this a sec. Where are our buildings? We're 100 away. Well, I wouldn't say we're close, but it's probably the thing which is closest to causing us any issues, isn't it? So let's get that one done. We could upgrade some rows. I don't know if it's all that important with all the Hyperloops we've got absolutely everywhere now. Probably wouldn't hurt upgrading some of these roads. I mean, how far is that into its mission now? Doesn't really tell us, does it? 4 out of 12. Yes. So maybe we will go upgrade ways down to the Hyperloop terminal there. And down to this Hyperloop terminal here. Just give it full coverage of upgrades. Oh, we've got uranium mines. Have we actually got a mine for uranium now? We do have a proper we've always had that, right? So we just couldn't find... No, we could find more. So I don't get what that research we did which gave us uranium mines. Unless it's just a different way of getting it, perhaps. So our colonist limit has gone up by 1,000. We are not really using it at the moment. In fact, we're about to lose another 28. Maybe they're not getting food fast enough. I've got no idea. We have our first water extractor up and running. Still no nitrogen. Scanner. I thought you were going to be like nitrogen all over the place. It scanned a good chunk of that deposit now, particularly the brightest areas, and it hasn't found any nitrogen, which does slightly concern me, if I'm being honest. Yeah, because I cannot see, apart from that one that we're already exploiting up there, I cannot see any other nitrogen deposits around. So it really is that or broke. So I'd very much like it to be that, if you wouldn't mind.
Stage 5. We have learned so much about adapting Earth technology to Mars.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I need to do the oh, hello. This is very cool. Never seen this before. I can barely understand what's happening. So this is temperature. We had to get it to at least 0 degrees, which we did at this point. Is that what that line is there? No, it's not. It's around there, though. Above 300 millibars. I don't know when. I don't know when we did that. Oxygen, CO2, or it's steadily going down. That's nice. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't really understand a lot of that. It's green Mars. Oh, that's the breathable atmosphere. That's just the atmosphere over there, I see. Temperature's gone up a little bit. I wonder if the nitrogen in the atmosphere does that. Oh, I see. These are the 5 stages. Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, Stage 4, Stage 5. I see. So we have completed Green Mars stage. There's not really any reason we shouldn't be able to get fancy things. Spawns cyanobacteria in nearby oceans that convert CO2 into O2. We don't really want more oxygen, but I do want to see an ocean go green. So I'm going to pop one of them down and see what it does. Kind of excited to see it, to be honest. I'm assuming that's close enough. I couldn't get much closer to the ocean. And where... I get so confused now with all these bases. So this is still going, still getting its ridiculous carbon. It's almost got that ridiculous carbon requirement, though. It's almost got it. Luckily, we do have... Ooh, just shy of over 9,000 carbon. So I think we'll be okay. I reckon we'll survive that. Yeah, colonists are ticking down and more are departing rather than arriving. What do they know? What do they know? So it's now building the component and then it will transport it. Oh, it's being built. You can see it going green straight away. Oh, that's very cool. That's very, very cool. Now, we don't need more O2, to be honest. But we do need plant life to start forming, because we don't have any. That's our first, like, plant life spawned on the planet. Didn't we have, like... Yeah, the biodomes that spawn lichen and stuff, but we turned them all off. Because we were killing the planet. And I'd love to have them back on again, but we can't have that O2 creeping up again. We need to get it under 35, really. I might have to turn that one off at some point soon. I guess it will flood some point soon, hopefully. I mean, maybe we need to think about doing something else up here. What are we doing? GHG import still? Well, that's heat, isn't it? Greenhouse gases? Yeah. So I guess that should still be going. It doesn't say how long... Like, how long does it go for? I'm going to turn off the automatic renewal. I think that might never stop. Maybe we should try something different. The space elevator is gathering its next stage of resources. It's done 5 out of 12. The nitrogen import is gathering a couple more electronics, and then that's good to go, actually. That'll be helpful. We can now do this? No, we don't have a space elevator yet, so there's not really much point in doing that, is there? No, we can't do it. There's the ice import. We might think about doing that just to get those oceans up. And releasing the kinetic energy. I still don't know what that would do. Heat, perhaps? Yeah, I think we'll probably do the ice import to try and get the oceans up. And get the oceans to their full size. Then we'll know where we stand. And we haven't got to worry about building floodplains. Oh, it's found loads of nitrogen. Right, so... I was going to finish the video off with doing those. But you know what? It's already been 40 minutes. And... I suspect a lot of the next video might be us just sort of waiting for the space elevator, so instead we'll give ourselves something to do whilst we're waiting for the space elevator. So I'm going to leave that there then. Pretty shocking revelations in Per Aspera this week, or this video I should say, it's not really weekly. Yeah, crazy, crazy things. Where are my heat power plants? My thermal, there they are. Looking very spicy indeed. Very spicy indeed. But yeah, the Carmine revelation is huge. Like, that changes everything. It really does. That's crazy. Our water situation appears to have stabilized. Our food is also going up, I'm guessing, because we've got a bit more water all over the place now, which is actually helping a wee bit. That guy just took water to the Hyperloop terminal. I see, that's fine. That makes sense. Guess we've got some food factories or something up here, do we? Not that I can see. Don't know then. Don't know. Who knows? Look how far that's spread already. And look how much the oxygen's gone up. That was at 35, wasn't it? So yeah, I think we're going to have to power that off until we get more nitrogen in the atmosphere. And it'll be a bit of a balancing game. But still, that's pretty cool that we've got this expansion of cyanobacteria already. That's awesome. Yes, so we're going to leave that there. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I say, some big moments if there's not a lot of interest in building going on, but that Carmine thing is huge. Next time we'll get some more nitrogen being pumped into the atmosphere, which will help us, hopefully, get the oxygen level down a little bit, which would be brilliant. And then we can work on getting the magnetosphere, which is... what, under engineering? No, under space? Yeah. We need to get that one next. But that's 75,000 research points. That's going to take a while. If we can get more colonists, that would help. But I don't know how we get more colonists. They either want to come or they don't, right? Yeah, I don't know. Cool. Well, if you enjoyed that, hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all those good things. That'd be super appreciated. Another nitrogen just there as well. That's 4 we can build over here now. Awesome. Don't forget I stream on Wednesdays at 7 PM UK time. We'll be starting off a new stream series of I keep wanting to say civilization, not civilization, of cities skylines. So come along and help me plan my new city. It'd be awesome to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Per Aspera. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.